Welcome to the Stronger with Age podcast, because aging is just the beginning. And today, we are diving deep into a topic that I think we can all relate to, dreams. You shared some really interesting articles with us.
Yes.
And we've unpacked them to bring you the most insightful nuggets. The sources we're exploring today include dreams and mental health. How are they connected? Evidence for an emotional adaptive function of dreams, a cross-cultural study, how to understand dreams and what they reveal about your mental health, nightmares and the brain, Harvard Medical School, the role of dreams in emotional processing and mental well-being, Mind Owl, the role of dreams in protecting psychological well-being in traumatic conditions, and why your brain needs to dream greater good.
Wow, that's quite a list.
Yeah, it's a lot to cover. Our mission is to understand what these sources tell us about the purpose of dreaming, how our dreams reflect our mental state, and whether they play a role in our emotional health as we navigate the aging process. We'll look at scientific theories, cross-cultural perspectives, and practical ways you can understand your own dream life. So let's start with the fundamental question.
Okay.
Why do we dream?
Right, yeah.
There are several theories out there. One suggests a biological function, helping us consolidate memories and process daily information.
That's right, yeah. One prominent idea is that dreaming is all about emotional regulation.
Oh.
That dreams allow us to process and make sense of feelings, especially those we might not fully address when we're awake, acting as a sort of mental and emotional reset.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So like working through stuff that we don't have time for during the day.
Yeah, exactly. It's like our brain's way of catching up and making sense of everything that's going on.
And this happens most vividly during the REM sleep stage, right? Yeah.
Exactly. REM sleep, rapid eye movement. It's when our brains are highly active.
Yeah.
And research that integrates neuroscience and dream content analysis
Good.
indicates that emotional experiences in these sort of virtual world simulations
Right.
support an adaptive process, potentially resolving emotional distress and preparing us for future emotional reactions.
Oh, so it's like a training ground
Yeah, in a way, it's like a safe space to practice.
for our emotions.
Exactly.
That's fascinating.
And then there's these other interesting theories,
Okay.
the threat simulation theory and the social simulation theory.
Okay, what are those about?
So the threat simulation theory proposes that dreams are biased to simulate threatening situations.
Oh, okay. Like a dress rehearsal for dangerous situations.
Right, exactly. And this could help us develop adjusted behavioral responses for real life.
Oh, that's interesting. So even scary dreams can be helpful.
That's the idea.
In a way.
Yeah, it's like exposure therapy, but in your sleep.
Okay. And what about this social simulation theory?
Similar idea, but with social situations. It proposes that dreams often simulate social interactions, which could help us better understand and navigate the complexities of our relationships.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, because our social world can be pretty complex.
It can be.
So it's like our brains are trying to give us a heads up.
Yeah, and one of the articles even mentioned that past negative memories might get reprocessed in our dreams.
Right.
How does that work?
Well, some studies suggest that past negative memories are reprocessed in dreams,
Okay.
but within new safe contexts, hinting at desensitization or extinction functions.
Oh, interesting. So it's like taking the sting out of those memories.
Right. It's like our brain is trying to help us move on. Essentially, functional dreams might expose us to threats, but also offer solutions,
Okay.
potentially resolving internal conflicts and reducing next-day negative mood.
Oh, wow. So it's like a built-in therapist.
In a way, yeah, it's pretty amazing.
It is.
And this process is sometimes called emotional catharsis.
Now, a lot of these dream studies have focused on populations in the global north, but one of the sources you highlighted took a really interesting cross-cultural approach.
Yeah, this was a fascinating study.
Looking at forager groups.
Exactly.
Tell us more about that.
Sure, so they compared dream content between forager groups,
Okay.
the Bayaka in the Republic of Congo and the Hadza in Tanzania, and populations from the global north. This helps us understand if socio-ecological experiences shape our dreams.
That's a really interesting question.
Yeah, and what did they find?
Well, they analyzed 896 dreams from 234 individuals.
Wow, that's a lot of dreams.
Yeah, it's a pretty extensive study.
Okay.
And they looked at psychosocial constructs like community orientation, threat, negative emotions, and anxiety. The researchers hypothesized that due to strong social norms and interpersonal support,
Okay.
forager groups might have a more effective emotion regulation function in their dreams.
So their dreams would be more positive.
Well, not necessarily more positive, but maybe more focused on community and support.
Stop it.
And that's kind of what they found.
Yeah, the Bayaka showed greater community-oriented dream content than both the Hadza and Global North groups.
Wow, so their waking life emphasis on community was reflected in their dreams.
Exactly. It's like their dreams were reinforcing their social bonds.
And what about threats?
Well, both the Bayaka and Hadza exhibited heightened threat dream content, which could be linked to the greater early to midlife mortality they face.
Right, that makes sense.
But here's the interesting part.
Okay.
The Hadza simultaneously showed low negative emotions in their dreams.
Really?
Yeah, hinting at effective emotional processing even within threatening scenarios.
So they were dreaming about threats but not feeling afraid.
Exactly. It's like their dreams were helping them to cope.
With those threats?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
For example, some Hadza dream reports describe being chased by dangerous animals,
Oh, wow.
but finding a safe escape or receiving social support within the dream.
So they were finding solutions in their dreams.
Yeah, it's like their dreams were giving them a sense of agency.
Even in the face of danger.
Right.
That's so interesting.
And in contrast, the Global North Nightmare Disorder group had increased negative emotion content in their dreams.
Oh, okay, so their dreams were more negative.
And Canadian students during the COVID-19 pandemic displayed the highest anxiety dream content.
Well, that makes sense considering the circumstances.
Yeah, it really highlights how different life circumstances and mental health conditions can manifest in our dream experiences.
So our dreams can actually reveal our mental health status.
Exactly.
Recurring nightmares or dreams with distressing content might signal underlying stress,
Right.
anxiety, or past trauma.
For instance, around 80% of people with PTSD experience nightmares, often reliving traumatic episodes.
Oh, wow.
And children with PTSD might have scary dreams unrelated to their specific trauma.
Really?
Yeah, and persistent nightmares are also common in individuals with psychotic disorders.
So nightmares can be a red flag.
They can be, yeah. It's important to pay attention.
And even common dream themes can carry symbolic weight.
That's right, like dreams of losing teeth
Oh, yeah, I've had that one.
or being naked in public can relate to feelings of vulnerability and insecurity,
Oh, that makes sense.
potentially reflecting concerns about appearance, fear of aging, or social anxiety.
It's like our subconscious is trying to tell us something.
Yeah, it's like a message from our inner selves,
And what about dreams of frustration and delay?
like being stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
Those might indicate feelings of helplessness or being blocked in waking life.
Okay.
Like you're trying to achieve something, but you're not making any progress.
So it's like a reflection of our real life struggles.
Yeah, exactly. It's like our dreams are mirroring our waking experiences.
Now, thinking about how we understand our dreams, the sources touched on some historical perspectives, like the work of Freud and Jung.
Yeah, those are some big names in dream interpretation.
How do their ideas relate to what we understand about dreams today?
Well, Freud viewed dreams as the royal road to the unconscious, believing they express our deepest desires and repressed thoughts in symbolic forms.
So he thought dreams were full of hidden meanings.
Yeah, he believed that the unconscious mind would disguise these desires
Okay.
to protect us from the anxiety they might cause if we were consciously aware of them.
So like a defense mechanism.
Right.
And what about Jung?
Jung expanded on Freud's ideas, emphasizing the collective unconscious and universal archetypes that appear in dreams, offering insights into psychological development.
So he saw dreams as connected to a broader human experience.
Exactly.
Not just our individual psyche.
Yeah, he believed that these archetypes could offer valuable insights into our psychological development and our journey towards personal growth.
That's really interesting.
And modern psychology often sees dreams as emotional regulators, helping us process complex feelings, especially during stressful times. Nightmares, though disturbing, could be a way for the brain to confront and process intense fears or traumatic experiences, signaling unresolved issues.
So even nightmares can serve a purpose.
Yeah, in a way, it's like our brain is trying to work through something
Yeah.
that's bothering us.
Now, for someone listening who's curious about their own dreams, what are some practical things they can do to understand them better?
Well, keeping a dream journal is a highly recommended practice.
Okay.
Writing down your dreams immediately after waking up helps capture details that might quickly fade.
Oh, that's a good tip.
And over time, this can reveal recurring patterns, themes, and emotions that offer valuable insights into your subconscious mind.
So it's like creating a map of our dream world.
In a way,
And what
Yeah.
about the emotions we experience in our dreams?
paying attention to those is key. Whether it's fear, anxiety, frustration, or empowerment, Those emotions can provide important clues about your mental state.
Okay, so tuning into those feelings is important.
Yeah, and recognizing personal symbols and recurring themes is also key. To unlocking deeper meanings as these can be unique to your individual experiences.
So it's a combination of journaling the dream and also reflecting on its meaning.
Exactly.
And what if someone finds that their dreams are consistently distressing?
Right.
When should they seek professional help?
If you find that your dreams are consistently distressing,
Mm-hmm.
especially if you experience recurring nightmares, it might be beneficial to seek guidance from a mental health professional.
Okay.
They can help you explore the potential underlying causes and work through the emotions your dreams represent.
So don't be afraid to reach out for help.
Yeah, there's no shame in seeking support.
Now, research also suggests that dreaming plays a role in creativity and problem solving.
That's right.
How does that work?
Well, during REM sleep, our brains can fuse and blend memories in novel ways, extracting overarching rules and commonalities.
Okay.
This can lead to those aha moments and help us find solutions to problems we couldn't solve while awake.
So it's like our brain is working on things in the background
Exactly.
while we sleep.
Studies have even shown that people woken from REM sleep were significantly better in solving puzzles.
Really?
Yeah, often reporting that the solution just popped into their heads.
Wow. So the old saying, sleep on it, actually has some scientific backing.
It does, it really does.
That's fascinating.
And dreams don't just replay waking experiences. They often cherry-pick salient fragments and try to fit them into our existing knowledge, fostering creativity.
Oh, that's interesting. So it's not just about reliving our day.
No, it's about making new connections and finding new perspectives.
And this highlights a key difference between the human brain and a computer.
Right.
The ability to connect disparate information and gain wisdom from individual facts.
Exactly. It's what makes us human.
It's been said that time heals all wounds. But research suggests that time spent in dream sleep might be the crucial factor in this healing process.
Right.
Helping us take the sting out of painful emotional experiences so we can learn and move forward.
Yeah, it's like our dreams are helping us to process and integrate those experiences.
So as we age, our dreams continue to be a rich source of information about our inner world.
They do. They really do.
They reflect our social connections, our fears and anxieties, and even our potential for creative problem solving. And the cross-cultural study reminds us that our environment and social structures can deeply influence
Our dream content and the way we process emotions during sleep. By paying attention to our dreams, keeping a journal, and recognizing recurring themes and emotions, you can gain a deeper understanding of your mental and emotional well-being. As you continue to live stronger with age,
That's right.
and the importance of sufficient and quality sleep for these dream processes cannot be overstated.
Definitely prioritize your sleep.
Prioritizing a consistent sleep schedule, creating a conducive sleep environment, and avoiding late-day caffeine and alcohol can all contribute to healthier sleep and more beneficial dreaming.
It's all connected.
So as you're listening, consider how the themes and emotions in your recent dreams might reflect what's been happening in your waking life. Are there any recurring symbols or situations that might be worth exploring further? This deep dive suggests that our nightly mental journeys are far from random. They are an integral part of our emotional and cognitive health. Okay, there you have it. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for upcoming episodes. Bye.
Bye for now.